Hi guys, welcome to Everything Arsenal. Today is the day that the Arsenal boys or some of the Arsenal boys have returned to training. The first training session after the short break, like a 1-month break, has taken place. And we have a few players that are back. The likes of Cedric are back in the training. Most of the players who didn't take part in the international games that were played after the season are back. And that's Reiss Nelson as well. Reiss Nelson looks very different, man. He does really look very, very different. He's grown, definitely. It's going to be very interesting to see if any of them or if both of them are going to stay at Arsenal next season. Right now, I'm kind of sure that Nelson will probably go out on loan again. And Cedric, I'm still 60%, maybe he'll stay, and 40% he'll go. But those are some of the two players that have, or two of the players that have come back to training. We have one of the legends who's back, one of the best right backs to ever do it. Hector Bellerin is back. I mean, he won a trophy with Real Betis last season. He's back now. This one, I'm almost 100% sure that he's definitely not going to stay. If Bellerin stays at Arsenal next season, it's going to be a massive shock. There's a lot of reasons why he might not stay. I mean, we have a lot of right backs at the moment. Niles, Cedric, Niles is there as well. Number 2, he really enjoyed himself in Spain. He might want to go back to Spain. That's his home country. He enjoyed himself at Betis. He was enjoying his football there. At Arsenal, I'm pretty sure like 80% of the fans don't want him right now. And every time he'll play for us, every time he'll make a mistake, it's just going to be back to day one again. So I think it would be good for him to just leave. There's a World Cup around the corner. If he wants to make that, it's very tough to get into that Spanish squad. Then he has to keep on playing every single day. And at Arsenal, he'll definitely not get that. But he is back in training. He's currently an Arsenal player right now. Maybe Arteta wants him to stay. You never know. Before I go to the rest of the players are back today. Today is 29th of June. That is because our first friendly match will be played next week on Friday. We are traveling to Germany. Now, I'll do a video immediately after this about our preseason schedule. Right after it's out, the link will be in the description and also at the end screen after the end of this video. So make sure to check it out. It's going to be a very, very good preseason. Considering some of the players we've signed, I cannot wait to see some of them in. But unfortunately, none of them are in yet. But Thomas Partey is back. Thomas Partey is back in training. Like, he came back like a week ago. He's now training with other guys. I can see the likes of Aziz in the picture as well. Aziz, another one who could end up leaving on loan. But these are some of the players we'll see in the first few games of preseason. We might not see the likes of Jesus playing at all. Ben White again is back as well. It's going to be very interesting to see whether he's going to be the first choice defender alongside Gabriel, or is it going to be Saliba, or is it going to be Lisandro Martinez? It's like a 50-50 right now. 50% want Saliba to start, 50% are still comfortable with Ben White. Personally, I've watched Ben White match. I've not watched Saliba match. Saliba is a very good defender. I believe Ben White, after the first season, in the second season, I believe is going to be good as well. Last season, at the beginning of, let's say, October, November, we were keeping a lot of clean sheets with him and Gabriel in the team. So we have to wait and see how Arteta will do it. I'm grateful I'm not the manager to have to stress over that. We might end up seeing Ben White as the right back, and if Tomias is not there, or our back five sometimes. I spoke about Niles earlier on. He's also back after his loan spell at Roma. Nketiah is there after his new contract. He'll probably be wearing the number 14 very, very soon. You might see it for the first time against Nuremberg in Germany next Friday. Those are the players that are back as well. Mikel Arteta is looking happy. He's gotten Jesus through the door, his main target. He's gotten the likes of Fabio Vieira through the door, another who we're expecting to join training very, very soon. Maybe it's early next month before we go to Germany. And yeah, just basically, let's say the fringe players, the second team players who are back. We are still waiting for the main players who took part in the international games. The likes of Tien is not back in full training. He might be back in maybe at the end of July or something like that. But that is the latest. Those are the players who are back in training. Let me know, how many do you think will stay and how many do you think will leave? I mean, it's going to be very, very interesting to see that. The reason I say fringe players is because I did a video talking about how Arsenal could line up next season, and 70% of those players did not make any of those lineups. So click on the video on screen right now to check that video out. Thank you for watching. Catch up with you guys on the next one.